What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Excited to be with y'all today. We are once again out here on the bank doing a little spillway fishing. We're gonna hit two different spillways in today's episode. I already just fished one and I'm shooting my intro again here because the wind was blowing so hard at the first spot and all my audio got jacked up, so we're shooting it here. I'm glad I caught it whenever I did. We caught a few fish there at the first spot, but it wasn't good enough to keep us there, so now we are at spot number 2. This dam, and I'm hoping that we're gonna find some fish. It looks pretty good. It's kind of wide open, it's kind of murky, but we should be able to catch some fish. But real quick, before we jump into the fishing action, we gotta talk about this thing. I busted out the e-bike again. We got this thing loaded down, and if you look on the back of it, I've got this awesome 3-in-1 little rear bag system. So it's got 2 side hatches. These are both 17 liters apiece, and then this one here is 31 liters. So you got 64 liters, nope, 65 liters worth of carrying capacity on the back of this thing. This thing is so big and it's been so much fun ripping around, and this is a great spot to do it because I can park my truck there, I can ride down here to this point, I can ride back across the dam, I can go all the way over there and all the way down there and just run and gun. In my bag, you can see I've got another bag. I've got the Crappie magnet Colin J kit right here. That's pretty much all I need down here. I've also got some additional jig heads because if you've ever fished here, if you've ever fished Spillway, you're gonna go through some jig heads. So I've got some additional jig heads stored in here. Got a battery pack down in here. Just to, you know, have a little bit of extra juice on my camera equipment. I could throw a whole bunch of stuff in there, but I'm trying to go as light as possible because we're gonna be running and gunning. Really thinking about trying down there for a minute. I don't usually fish this part of the dam because normally it's not running, but we gotta take advantage of it while we can. But yeah, this Birch Grolar eBike has been a game changer in my bank fishing arsenal. It's a little big, it's a little hefty to carry around, but it's definitely worth it. And I would 100% recommend this bike. If you're in the e-bike market right now, you need something to rip around on fishing missions like this, or if you want to do a little hunting in the woods this spring, chasing down some turkeys. I know how effective these e-bikes can be, ripping around the woods, getting from spot to spot, carrying some gear. So be sure to check it out. I've got a link down in the video description to the Birch Grolar eBike. It is awesome, and you're gonna be seeing it in several more videos to come because it's just that cool and that comfy to ride around on, and it's fast. It's just fun. It's just a lot of fun. E-bikes are a ton of fun, and if you haven't tried one out, this is definitely an awesome one to try out. So I got a link down in the video description. Thanks to Birch for sponsoring today's video. But now we are going to kick it back to the first spillway that we started at, catch a few fish there, and then we're gonna fish around here, hopefully catch some at this spot. If not, it's gonna be awkward. We made it down here so fast. We're gonna park the bike up here and just walk down this little trail to get down here on the rocks. As off-road as this thing can go, I don't think it can go over those crazy jagged rocks without ending up in the water. But that was an awesome ride, super comfortable, going down the slope, going over the rocks. Got a nice view of the river right here. It is chocolate milk. So we're gonna have to dig into the bundle and find some bright colors to stand out in this murky water. Got our jig heads. We've got 3 rods. We should be all good to go. Let's hope that there are some fish down here that want to bite, that want to participate in the action. We had a big cold front come through. It's bright and sunny now. I would say the odds aren't like super in our favor, but we should be able to catch something. All right, feels good to be back down here at this fishing spot. Haven't been here in a while. Hopefully there's something lurking. I'm gonna start fishing this little current break by the wall. I got a double rig tied up. I've got an isom colored crappie magnet roo on top from the crappie magnet bundle, and then I've just got a basic 3-inch white grub. There should be some white bass up in here. There should be some crappie. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna try to keep y'all out of the wind the best that I can today. I got a fish. Let's go! He bit the roo, and here's a white bass to start the day. We're not getting skunked. That's a good sign. To catch a white bass this early on gives me supreme confidence. Bit the show enough, or not the show enough, the isom colored red. It's a little male. Could be some big females in here. That was literally the third cast up in that little hole. That's got me fired up. Fired up. I was saying I was trying to keep it out of the wind. That was sick. He was just right there. There's fish. What is that? Oh, it's a big old, oh, it's a white bass. Oh my gosh, he smashed it. I climbed here on this wall, and first cast on the wall, we got a nice, looks to be another male white bass on the roo. That's crazy. They like the roo more than the white curly tail. I didn't think that white bass liked anything more than they like a white curly tail. Sick. Oh, he's all right. Slid off the wall. Hoping to get into some crappie also today, but I just know that I knew there was gonna be some white bass in here, so I wanted to start off by getting a few. Maybe this is gonna be the ticket up here on this wall. Water is raging and it is chocolate milk. How these fish find lures in this type of water, I have no idea. Hey, hey, shaking it right by the wall. It's another white bass. He bit the grub. That's a bigger one. That's a female. All right, buddy. There we go. Nice chunky one. Oh, there's close to 2 pounds. Probably is 2 pounds. White grub. Nice. There's something about a white grub and a pink jig head that I just really like for white bass fishing. I like that orange and chartreuse too. But the one thing that's consistent is that bright pink head. That's a double cross jig head from Crappie Magnet, 1/8 ounce. I mean, just my favorite standard jig head. I like the eye holes a lot too. But I mean, just, you know, bang for your buck, get a bunch of jig heads. These are really, really good. I'm gonna try that again. I pitched it up here. The current is so strong, I might try to find a heavier jig head in my jig head box. Or I might swap from one of my other poles. I got my ACCs over there with lighter line that'll help the bait kind of dig through the current a little bit better. But I wanted to start with a little bit heavier rod just in case there was a spillway monster up here. It wouldn't be surprising to hook into something enormous. I got one. I got one. Finally got another one. Maybe they're not as thick as I initially hoped. It's been about 25 minutes since I've had a bite from anything. But that's another white bass. He bit as soon as it hit the water. It might just be a matter of getting the bait right in front of their face. We're gonna fish here a little bit longer, as they could also just turn on and turn off at any point too. But we're gonna, before we leave this place completely, we're gonna try downstream. If that doesn't work out, I've got another couple of spots I think will work as far as kind of keeping us out of the wind a little bit and provide us with some decent results. But I would prefer to just stay here. So it's up to the fish. Is that a fish? It is a fish, heck yeah. Woo! He was in the ultra fast stuff. I lost all feeling of myself. I was like, oh, I can feel my bait, and I was like, oh no, where'd my bait go? I thought I got stuck in a current pocket or the wind blew it. Nope, this guy decided to munch down on it. He looks cold. He doesn't look like a super happy white bass. We'll send him on back. I'm gonna do that again. I put it out here in the extreme raging current. I let it sink down a little bit. The white bass, they like that raging current. So I either had a little bit of premature excitement down here below the spillway with those initial catches, or I'm just impatient and not willing to wait it out for the bite to turn on. Whatever it may be, we are about to leave this spot and go to another one. I've got 2 other places in mind. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna check some levels online at some of these different dams, different spillways, and see which one I feel like is the best. I am feeling like it's gonna be extremely windy at these other places, so hopefully we can even get the bait in the water. But yeah, we're gonna leave this one. It's not popping like I want it to. I think it needs to warm up a little bit more, and the water needs to clear up just a smidge. I mean, we have -4 inches of visibility right now. If we can get it down to -2, we'll be good, I think. But yeah, we're gonna ride the bike back across the dam and head out to spot number 2. I'll see you guys when we get there. Well, I had high hopes for that spot. Didn't work out, didn't catch anything down there. I fished there about 30 minutes. Now we're going to rip back across over here, this other spillway. This is the hydro. I always do better below the hydros. We're gonna try to fish over here by this wall. We're gonna ramp off this thing into the water. Yoink. Ugh. Yeah, that down there looks pretty good. Looks real promising. I think we're gonna catch something down there. There we go, fish on. Fish on by the wall. And it is a white bass, naturally. We'll take it. There's just another fish. Whew. Down here by the wall, swapped up our baits a little bit. Got him on the slab magnet out of the crappie bundle. Not a big one, but we'll definitely take it. Send him back. Let's get another one. This water is pretty rough here by the wall, and it's changing very rapidly. I'm trying to keep my baits as close to it as possible, because if it gets yanked away out to the right, it's just too swirly. There probably is some fish over there, but I'm thinking the best bet is to be keeping it as tight to the wall as possible. There we go. I think freaking stomped it. Hooked up again. He's running crazy. I'm sure it's a white bass. It felt pretty good. He hit really hard. What is this? He's not even that big. He just crushed it. He just crushed it. Was feeling himself down there in the current. Take it. We will take it. I actually just broke off, had to retie. I put a pearl crappie magnet on top, and he fell victim to that. No, nice little white bass down here below the dam at spot number 2. I've seen some guys catch a couple on the other side. We might go check that out. If a hole opens up, there's a few people over there. Kind of got it crowded. There wasn't nobody over here on this wall, so I figured I'd give it a shot. It's usually a decent spot. Sometimes it could be the best spot. It's not always the best spot. Really can be a timing thing too. These fish, you know, it's sunny. Sun goes down a little bit, get a little more shade. It's decently shaded right here right now. We actually had a few clouds come out. Get a little bit closer to dark though, things usually start to pick up. Surprised that white bass ate that crappie magnet instead of the grub. Usually they eat those grubs if they see them. But he wanted all of that crappie magnet. Yeah, they got another one over there. There we go. There's another one. I got that bait way out there and way down deep. This one's not really fighting like a white bass. It's kind of fighting like a crappie, to be honest with you guys. I don't think it's a crappie though, there's no way. It's probably a drum. It's probably a white bass. I got it way out there. The current broke just perfectly enough for the bait to get down. And it is gonna be a white bass on that top crappie magnet. Nice. Dump it. Maybe I need to swap out and do 2 crappie magnets. That's obviously what they're liking right now. Biggest one down here at this spot so far. Really quality white bass. We'll send him back. Chunked it way out there. The current, you can kind of see it's hitting the wall, and about 20 feet in front of me, it's coming this way, and it's also breaking the other way. And then up that way, there's a secondary break where the current's hitting the wall, and it's doing the same thing. And I'm trying to put it in the middle of that so that the bait will actually get down a little bit. Holy crap. I just did something. Oh, there's my bait. I hit the wire behind me. Luckily my baits are right there. Well, we're gonna retie. Let's not do that again. Uh-oh, speed limit's 5. I'm going 9. I better slow down. We're just gonna cruise through here. We're gonna check out the other side now. Caught those few by the wall. I'm gonna go watch my head. We're gonna have to rip. We actually have to go kind of around to get where we want to be. Oh. I honestly felt like I got over here faster riding this bike than I did if I were driving my truck. You can see my truck way over there now. I was over there on that point to start. We rode across the dam and we're riding down this ramp. There used to be this guy, I don't know if he still lives over here or what, but he used to ride his lawnmower down this ramp and carry his fishing gear. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Now I get to be cool like him. All we gotta do is figure out where the water's breaking at. Looks pretty good right there. Oh, all right. Ooh, right here. Right here looks good. Ooh, that looks good. Right here, right? No, right here. Yeah, that's the juice. All right, so this is gonna be our final destination of the day. Hopefully it works out. I might need to scooch a little bit more to the right. I gotta scooch a little more down. That's the juice. That's gonna be the juice today. The juice is always different every day. Right there. We're a little alert. We're a little premature. Let's roll her down here. I want to have all my stuff together. Right here. Right here's the money. Hey, there's one. Oh, there we go. There's just a white bass. Stopped that slab curly in his tracks. I was about to get nervous. It was about 10 minutes without a bite here. I was like, come on, man. We're in a good looking spot. The water's a little fast, but it's a good time of day to catch them. Pretty fish. We'll take that. We'll take it. It's just going to be a white bass only video. Surely we'll at least get a drum. There's a chance we could catch something really cool here today. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's a sauger. If we can catch a sauger, I'll tell you one thing that's for certain is that it will not be going back in the water unless it's a tiny one. Well, despite our efforts to really get on some fish and smash them today, that just hasn't really worked out. We've been all over the place. And while we were able to catch a few white bass, and I'm definitely happy that we did catch some, just was not a smash fest like I was hoping. And I attribute that mainly to the weather and the conditions. You know, we had some insane wind today. We had some rain a couple days ago. It's got things the water kind of elevated, kind of murky, and it's also cold. Like, it was pretty warm last week and the fish were kind of getting happy. And the cold weather, I think, made them sad a little bit. So we're gonna have to wait a few days for it to warm back up, and I think that the fish will be biting once again. But either way, had a lot of fun getting out here, doing some fishing today, ripping around on the e-bike. Be sure to check the link down below to the Birch Grolar e-bike. We've got a discount code that y'all can use if y'all would like to get a bike. Save you a couple of $100, I think. So be sure to click that link. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's episode. Thanks so much for watching. Sorry we didn't smash on them. Sorry we didn't catch anything besides a white bass, but that's fishing, and that's how it goes sometimes. And if you're a regular spillway fisherman like myself, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyways, thanks for watching. If y'all enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Bye, guys.